What's up, Minecrafters? KC here, and this is episode 4 of my modWorld series. Today I'm going to be continuing to develop my mod, and one of the things that I would like to be able to do is to easily switch back and forth between day and night in this world. I've had a couple of times where at night zombies and skeletons and spiders have attacked me. So while I'm working and while I'm doing things in my world, I would like to be able to switch back and forth very easily and very quickly. So today I'm going to begin building the ability to do that. And in thinking about the best way to do it, or at least one way to do it, what I thought I might do would be to define what I might call a day-night switch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an obsidian block and a gold block, and I'm going to place the gold block on top of the obsidian block. And to me, in my mod and in my world, that is going to represent my switch that will allow me to go back and forth between day and night. So my switch may look something like this. So again, I have an obsidian block on the bottom and a gold block on the top. So that structure will have special meaning to my mod. And what I'd like to be able to do is if I tap on the obsidian block, that would switch to nighttime. And then if I tap on the gold block, that would switch back to daytime. So with that in mind, I'm going to switch back over to my code editor and begin building that. During the last episode, I introduced this useItem function, and what I had done before was if I tap on a tree with my magic staff, it will destroy the wood in the tree, drop the wood blocks, and allow me to pick those up. So I'm going to add some additional logic into that useItem function to also check to see if I'm clicking on my day-night switch. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to clean this section of code up just a little bit. I'm going to, inside the check for my magic staff ID, I'm going to move this if inside of that. So if the block ID is equal to what was that? I think that was a wood block, which was 17. I believe that's correct. Yep, just looking that up online, that seems to be correct. So if that is 17, again, I'm just replacing the functionality that I already had in place. But what I want to be able to do is test for multiple conditions here inside this if the item ID is my magic staff ID. So one case there is if the block that I tapped was block 17, which again is a wood block that's part of a tree. I'm going to add in an additional check here to see if I have clicked on the, let's say first maybe the obsidian block. And again, I want to check to make sure that the block above the obsidian block is a gold block, and that would imply that I've clicked on my day-night switch. So if the block ID that I clicked is equal to block ID 49, that is the block ID for obsidian, then I know at this point that I have clicked an obsidian block or tapped an obsidian block with my magic staff. So if that block ID is 49, what I want to do here is I want to check and make sure that the block above the obsidian block is a gold block. So I'm going to put that additional check here in as well. And so I'm going to use the level.getTile method, passing in the X value that was passed in to useItem. I'm going to do y plus 1, which would be one block above the block that was tapped with my magic staff, and then the same z value. And so if that is equal to block ID 41, which is a gold block, then I know I have tapped an obsidian block that has a gold block on top of it. And so if that's the case, I want to, at this point, set my time to night in my world. So I'm going to come back later and add this function, but I think I'll create a new function called do set night, and I'm going to pass that in a true-false value. So in this case, because I tapped the obsidian block, I'm going to pass in a value of true, and then I'll do my additional check here, which would be, did I tap a gold block that is on top of an obsidian block? So the check here will be very similar. If the block ID that I tapped is 41, which is the gold block, and level.getTile of x and y minus 1, which would specify the block below the block that I tapped, is obsidian, block ID 49, then I'm going to call do set night false, which would imply set to daytime. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my prevent default function call here. Okay, so at this point I'm doing my two checks, and I'm going to create that do set night function. So I'm going to add that here in my code. And again, the parameter that I'm going to pass into this specifies whether or not we want to specify day or night. So since we're passing in true when the obsidian block is clicked, the parameter name here that I'm going to pass in, I'm just going to call it is night. So inside this function, if is night is true, then I'm going to call the level.setTime function. And in experimenting with this a bit, I come to the realization I don't understand exactly what values that level.setTime function expects. But after some experimentation, I did find that if I pass in a value of 25 to that, that is basically dusk, or just right before nighttime. What I would have expected may be a little bit different than that, maybe passing in a value somewhere around 8,000 or something, given the number of time, or the amount of time there is in a Minecraft day. I would have expected it to be somewhere in that area, but I was getting very unexpected results by doing that. So again, just through some experimentation, I found that 25 sets it to just about dusk, or just past dusk. Else, if isNight is false, I'm going to do a level.setTime of 0, which will be daytime. So just a quick review here. Inside of my use item, if I've tapped a block with my magic staff, and the block ID is 49, which is obsidian, and the block on top of that is gold, then I'm going to set that to nighttime. Otherwise, if I tap the gold block that is sitting on top of obsidian, then I'm going to set it back to daytime. So again, just a quick review. I don't see any problems with this, so I'm going to save it and then switch back over to my block launcher and Minecraft. So back in Minecraft, I'm going to load my script. The first thing I need to do is to delete the script that I was using before, and then re-import that script so I didn't get any errors, and I'm going to enter the game. So as you can see, the moon is just going down, the sun is just coming up there on the horizon. So since that's the case, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this obsidian block here, and hopefully that will change it to nighttime. And it did. You can see the moon is just beginning to rise. So really, it's not quite nighttime. It's more dusk, but that's close enough for my purposes. because again, what I frequently find is that at night while I'm working here in my world, I will be attacked by spiders or mobs that have spawned. So I just wanted a quick way to switch back and forth between day and night. So here, since the moon is rising, if I click the gold block, it switches it back to daytime. So that seems to be a successful test. I can switch to dusk or nighttime, and then very easily switch back to daytime. So that's a nice enhancement to my world. I like that, and again, that's really going to help me as I continue working here. So I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I look forward to the next episode.